How y'all doing today? Hey, look, somebody sent me a package in the mail and I sure appreciate it. I already opened it and took it upstairs, but it's a pocket watch and a pocket knife, and I really appreciate it, man. And the guy that sent it to me, his YouTube channel is PHUCKYOWOW. And I really appreciate it, man. I'm a sentimental kind of a guy. I hang on to everything, as you can see. I don't never get rid of nothing. I'm not a hoarder, but if it means something to me and somebody gives me something, it has a number 3 on it. And I know that stands for Dale Earnhardt, but I consider it this. This channel is created from my wife, me, and my son, and that's a circle of 3. And I'll always remember that. It says the legend lives on, and I really appreciate it. It's upstairs right now. I got busy and down here, but I did some what do you call it? Investigating on this water pump thing. I went ahead and decided to go with a water pump because somebody told me that if I go cutting on them pulleys, it could put a crack in it, or it could be unbalanced, or it wouldn't be cut straight and perfectly. And I don't want to be unsafe. I really appreciate all my subscribers out there giving me the information that I needed to process and make the decision that I made. But I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to go get that water pump. I did find out what year water pump it is. It's a 76. It's a water pump that came off of 76, and that's the motor that I got in my truck. That motor came out of a 1976 year model car truck. I don't know which one it came out of. I'm assuming it came out of a truck, since the guy that I bought it from had a truck that he was rebuilding, but he got that motor, and I don't know where he got it. But anyway, it's a 1976 motor, and the shafts on the water pumps on a 76 are longer than the shaft on a 72, and so that clears everything up there. And I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I walked all over the junkyards trying to find an electric fan, and they wanted $30–40 for a used electric fan, and I'm just not going to pay that much money for a used one and then it not be a promising thing for me, or then I have to modify rails to go down the center of the radiator to bolt it on there. But I did find this pulley. It's a single pulley. It also takes a long shaft as well. I got this setup, and this is the setup I'm going to put back on it. I got this guy named Greg that I've become best friends with online. Greg, here's a shout out to you, man. He tells me them flex fans are very dangerous. And somebody else that left a comment said those flex fans have a clutch that comes with them. I don't have the clutch part. It will bolt up to it just fine direct, but I did notice that every time I used when that flex fan was on that motor, when I got it, it would wear out the belt, and it you'd hear that whistling noise. And I don't mind the noise, but I do know this, man. It would wear out a belt in about 6 months. I think it wore out the belt. A brand new belt I put on it and wore it out. And so when I did go in there and stick that electric fan in there, I bought a new belt for it, and it's still brand new looking. It doesn't put that much. And the V-belts that's the way V-belts old school stuff is, man. They wear out, you know, and they'll throw them, and you got to keep an extra one in the glove box. But anyway, I wanted to thank y'all for leaving all the comments that y'all have made on there. I consider y'all close to my heart and my family, and I do pay attention and listen, even though some people might come across short. You know what I'm saying? They don't spend a lot of time sugarcoating nothing. They tell me it was going to be a total fail and a crap show here. Somebody told me, man, that's going to be a crap show coming up. Olympy's going to mess his stuff up. And I appreciate y'all telling me the mistake that I was fixing to make, because cutting this in half is a very big mistake, man. it could cause me to get hurt. It could cause my radiator to get damaged. It could cause my hood to get damaged, and I don't want to do that. And this is a perfect example of why I love this channel, is because I consider y'all my family, and y'all give me good advice. Sometimes it's not the advice I want to hear. Sometimes I don't get the comments real nicely put to me, but I listen. I do listen. And I really want to give everybody else out there a shout out that's always leaving comments on my channel. Sometimes I don't comment back, but it's like I got a lot of comments that come up, and I'm shooting videos every day, so you know, I have a lot of comments that I always have to go through. My wife, she tries to go through the comments and leaves and respond to the comments, but if you know, I love each and every one of your comments. I really do. I just want y'all to know that if I don't respond and reply to your comment, it doesn't mean that I don't treasure your comments, or I don't think that your comments are not important, because each and every one of those comments are important to me. Even if I got negative trolls on here, this guy that sent me this pocket watch and this knife, he made me realize that that's what makes the channel, man. If you got somebody commenting on there and they try to and you think that it's just a comment, that they're just being a troll, sometimes trolls is what makes the channel, you know what I'm saying? It gives you a chance, if they make a comment that you know that you can go with the direction you're going, and they make a negative thing about it, sometimes you can prove them wrong by doing what you do, you know. Some people call me names on here, and I'm proving them wrong. I'm not a loser. I'm not a dirtbag. I'm not a junkie, and that's what helps makes the channel. And the guy that sent me that pocket watch made me understand that, you know. And I don't block everybody. Just if I get a rude comment anymore, I leave it alone, because you know, then it gives me a chance to prove, especially if it really is a rude and negative comment that's wrong. I got to learn that, you know, and quit being so sensitive. Trump supporter, I appreciate you being on here. Yeah, I need to toughen up and quit being so sensitive to every comment made on here. And I'm learning, you know. I'm new at this. I haven't been a YouTube guy that watched a lot of YouTube channels. And when I went to go to work somewhere, and I got put on YouTube, and I got to experience the actual high I get off of YouTube, you know. It's like it's a drug for me. YouTube is my drug now, and it keeps me straight, it keeps me alive, it keeps me completely honest, and I appreciate everybody out there on this channel. And anyway, that's the update. I ordered the 76 water pump. It's got a long shaft on it. It's going to fit that pulley just fine. It's going to be here at about 5 o'clock, and me and the bombshell is going to go pick it up, and then I'm going to put her some greasers on, and she's gonna do it. I know she can do it. She can do it all by herself. She's a really go-getter, hard worker. She's not a cream puff by all means, man. She's a tomboy. That's one reason why I fell in love with her. She ain't afraid to get greasy or dirty or get down there with me. She's not a high-maintenance girl. She likes doing a lot of stuff for herself. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. And this is the update and the sneak peek to what's going to happen later on today, or maybe possibly in the morning. Depends on how she feels about getting out here with the hot weather. We got a lot of junk more to go through. The house, we kind of organized it a little bit better. Got a lot more room, threw a lot of stuff away that's just junk, for real junk, and reboxed everything. And now we're fixing to go through these boxes out here with my son, and make this place a little bit more appealing to the eye, instead of just a big old pile of junk sitting in my yard. I don't like people. I don't like being the person that's looked bad in the neighborhood as a hoarder. I want to be. I don't want to disappoint my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it real, you know, and not look bad in front of everybody, or you know what I'm saying. I get off here and quit babbling. Limpster out.